Hi, my name is Spencer Taylor. I'm here today to do my presentation on Colin Kaepernick and his protests against racial injustice. Throughout the past couple of years, our society has dealt with many problems stemming from racial injustice and police brutality. I feel that although racism is not as relevant as it is today as it was in the past, it is still relevant and can be displayed in many pastimes that our nation has awarded to us as a pastime and a sports event. Colin Kaepernick, the former quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, was born November 3rd, 1987 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Kaepernick was born to an interracial family. His mother was white, his dad was black. Colin Kaepernick is believed to not know who his father is, and through many sources has been confirmed that Colin Kaepernick has never met his father. Uh, Kaepernick had began singing for the national anthem back in the season of 2017 during the preseason, as he fell accustomed to the everyday news of seeing police brutality against minorities, not just of the race of blacks. You have many Spanish people affected by this, and also you have other minorities that are not white that has been affected by the police brutality and racial injustice that still goes on in our society. The protests initially started in spite of the recent police brutality cases over the past 3 years. It began as a solo, silent protest that Kaepernick did on his own, started on his own, where he knelt during the national anthem, played before the start of most sporting events. He was later joined by a teammate, Eric Reed, who was a teammate of his and also one of his best friends during his tenure in the NFL. August 26, 2017, he gained recognition of the protest, and August 28th expanded his reasoning for the protest. When he expanded his reasoning behind the expansion of the protest was in lieu of the many Michael Brown cases, Sandra Bland cases that plagued our country over the past 3 to 4 years. Kaepernick won 2017 GQ Man of the Year for his efforts to bring light of the situation and to help try and find a common ground to help try and cease the effects of police brutality and racial injustice. In 2017, Colin Kaepernick met with former Army veteran Nate Boyer as they sat down with Eric Reed and tried to come to a common ground on how he could make a better decision as to how he would protest. And that reasoning went from him sitting during the national anthem to kneeling during the national anthem, which also in our society, kneeling shows a sign of respect or sign of uh, giving yourself up to someone. Um, Boyer suggested that Kaepernick kneel instead of sitting, and now more than 2% of the NFL earning donated to such social injustice foundations because of Colin Kaepernick's efforts into bringing light to the situation. Um, Kaepernick charity, he's donated to many organizations. Some of the organizations Kaepernick has donated to would be the Silicon Valley Debug Community Based Justice Work for People of Color, United Players, Imagine LA, which is a organization to end family homelessness and poverty. Angel by Nature, which supplies Houston with relief in living, education, and personal health motivation. Also, he has donated the School on Wheels academic tutoring to homeless children in the California area and has spoken to children of color on their rights and how to conduct themselves when being stopped by the police. In in light of Kaepernick's decision to risk his own career to help bring light to situations like this, Kaepernick was made the face of the Nike world, and has since raised Nike stocks to record-breaking numbers.